evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I'm here to remind you of something you already know. Deep down, you are capable of greatness, not just good enough, not average, but greatness. The kind of greatness that inspires others, transforms lives, and leaves an undeniable mark on this world. But here's the truth: greatness doesn't come knocking at your door. You have to go after it. You have to push yourself into it. The road to greatness is paved with discomfort. There's no detour around it, no shortcut to avoid it. The moment you decide to step out of your comfort zone is the moment you begin your ascent into greatness. You will feel fear, uncertainty, and struggle. But that's how you know you're moving in the right direction. Think about it. No great athlete became a champion without enduring pain. No entrepreneur built an empire without facing risk. And no artist created a masterpiece without battling self-doubt. It is in the discomfort, in the struggle, that we find our strength. So, don't run from discomfort. Lean into it. The journey to greatness begins in a place most of us try to avoid: discomfort. It's natural to seek comfort, to gravitate toward what feels safe and familiar. But the truth is, staying in your comfort zone keeps you exactly where you are. Growth, transformation, and achievement happen outside of it. In the spaces where you feel uneasy, challenged, and uncertain. Discomfort is not your enemy. It's a sign that you're stretching beyond your limits, and that's where the magic happens. I think about the moments in your life when you've grown the most. Were they easy? Probably not. Perhaps it was learning a new skill, taking on a leadership role, or navigating a difficult personal situation. These experiences likely pushed you in ways you didn't expect, forced you to think differently, and made you question your own capabilities. Yet, looking back, those moments shaped who you are today. They revealed strengths you didn't know you had and prepared you for challenges you couldn't have faced otherwise. The same principle applies to anyone who has ever achieved greatness. Every breakthrough starts with a breakdown of what's comfortable. Athletes endure grueling training sessions, pushing their bodies to the brink of exhaustion. Entrepreneurs face sleepless nights, risking everything to bring their vision to life. Artists confront vulnerability and self-doubt as they pour their hearts into their work. None of these people found success in a place of ease. They found it by stepping into discomfort and refusing to back down. Discomfort isn't just a temporary state, it's a teacher. It shows you where you need to grow and challenges you to rise to the occasion. When you feel uncomfortable, it's your body and mind signaling that you're on the brink of something new. It's an invitation to transform, to move from where you are to where you're meant to be. Instead of avoiding it, embrace it. Lean into the challenge, knowing that every step you take outside your comfort zone is a step closer to the person you're destined to become. It's important to understand that discomfort doesn't always look the same. Sometimes it's physical, like the strain of a workout or the fatigue of long hours spent mastering a craft. Other times it's emotional, like the fear of failure, the sting of rejection, or the uncertainty of starting something new. Whatever form it takes, discomfort is a necessary part of the process. It's the bridge between dreaming about greatness and actually achieving it. In those moments when discomfort feels overwhelming, remind yourself why you're doing this. Focus on your goals, your vision, and the impact you want to make. Remember that every challenge you face is a stepping stone toward your dreams. The discomfort you feel today will become the strength you carry tomorrow. Greatness demands courage. It demands that you step into the unknown and trust yourself to handle whatever comes your way. Yes, it's scary. Yes, it's hard. But it's also worth it. Because on the other side of discomfort lies growth, transformation, and a life you've always wanted. So the next time you feel that uneasiness, that tug of resistance, don't shy away. Recognize it for what it is, a sign that you're on the right path. Embrace it and let it propel you forward. Discomfort is not something to fear, it's something to celebrate. It means you're moving, growing, and becoming the person you were always meant to be. Discipline is the foundation of greatness, the invisible thread that ties your dreams to reality. It's the difference between wanting something and actually achieving it. Many people have grand ambitions and lofty goals, but without discipline, those dreams remain just that, dreams. Discipline is what transforms intention into action and action into success. It is not something you're born with, it's a skill you build, a habit you cultivate, and a choice you make every single day. To develop unstoppable discipline, you must first understand what discipline truly is. It's not about being perfect or never making mistakes. It's about showing up, even when you don't feel like it. It's about doing what needs to be done, not what's convenient or easy. Discipline is waking up early to work on your goals when it would be more comfortable to stay in bed. It's saying no to distractions, temptations, and excuses, even when they seem justified. It's the quiet, consistent effort that happens behind the scenes long before the results are visible to anyone else. Discipline starts with small choices. It's in deciding to take that first step, no matter how small, and then following it with another and another. It's not about making dramatic changes overnight. It's about committing to progress, no matter how slow it feels. When you build discipline in the small things, you create the foundation for handling bigger challenges. Every small act of discipline strengthens your ability to stick to your goals and stay on track. The truth is, discipline is often uncomfortable. It requires you to push through resistance and do things you'd rather avoid. But this discomfort is temporary, while the rewards of discipline are lasting. Think about the people you admire, the athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, and leaders who have achieved extraordinary things. Behind every accomplishment is a story of relentless discipline. They didn't rely on motivation to keep going, they relied on discipline. Motivation is fleeting, it comes and goes. Discipline, on the other hand, is steady. It keeps you moving forward, even on the days when you don't feel inspired. To develop unstoppable discipline, you must also learn to prioritize. Not everything deserves your time and energy. Discipline is not just about doing more, it's about doing what matters most. It's about aligning your actions with your values and goals. This means saying no to things that don't serve your purpose, even if they're tempting or enjoyable in the moment. It's about staying focused on what truly matters and refusing to be swayed by distractions. Another critical aspect of discipline is accountability. When you hold yourself accountable for your actions, you build trust in yourself. You prove to yourself that you can follow through on your commitments. And this builds confidence and self-respect. Accountability also means being honest with yourself. It's about recognizing when you've fallen short, not as a reason to give up, but as an opportunity to learn and grow. Discipline requires a mindset shift. Instead of viewing it as a burden or a restriction, see it as a form of self-respect and self-care. Discipline is not about punishing yourself, it's about honoring your goals and the life you want to create. And when you practice discipline, you're telling yourself, I am worth the effort. My dreams are worth the sacrifice. Over time, discipline becomes a part of who you are. It's no longer a struggle or a decision you have to make every day. It's a natural part of your routine. It becomes the lens through which you approach everything you do. As you develop this discipline, you'll notice a ripple effect. It will spill over into other areas of your life, improving your relationships, health, career, and overall sense of purpose. The road to greatness is not easy, but it's simple. Show up, do the work, and stay consistent. Discipline is your greatest ally on this journey. It doesn't matter how talented you are or how much potential you have. Without discipline, none of it will amount to anything. But with discipline, there are no limits to what you can achieve. So make the commitment today. Start small, stay consistent, and never underestimate the power of discipline to transform your life. It's not just a tool for success, it's the foundation of everything great. Fear and self-doubt are two of the most powerful forces that hold people back from reaching their true potential. They whisper lies into your mind, telling you that you're not good enough, that you'll fail, or that you don't have what it takes to achieve your dreams. These feelings are universal. Everyone experiences them at some point in their life. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't lies in how they respond to these challenges. Overcoming fear and self-doubt is not about eliminating them entirely, but learning to rise above them and take action in spite of them. Fear often disguises itself as a protector, convincing you that staying safe and comfortable is the best choice. It tells you to avoid risks, to stick with what you know, and to avoid failure at all costs. But the truth is, fear is not there to protect you. It's there to keep you stagnant. Growth, progress, and greatness exist on the other side of fear. And the only way to get there is to face it head on. Self-doubt, on the other hand, is the voice in your head that questions your abilities. It magnifies your flaws and minimizes your strengths. It's that nagging thought that says, who do you think you are to chase that dream? But here's the truth: self-doubt is a liar. It feeds off your insecurities and thrives when you give it power. The key to overcoming self-doubt is to recognize it for what it is, a story you've been telling yourself, and then rewrite that story with the truth. One of the first steps in overcoming fear and self-doubt is understanding that they are normal. Feeling scared or unsure doesn't mean you're weak or incapable. It means you're human. Even the most successful people in the world have faced these emotions. The difference is that they didn't let them win. They acknowledged their fears and doubts, but refused to let them dictate their actions. Action is the antidote to fear and self-doubt. When you take action, even small steps, you prove to yourself that you are capable. Each step forward builds confidence and momentum, making it easier to keep going. Waiting for fear to disappear before you act is a mistake, because it will never completely go away. The courage to act despite fear is what makes you strong. Another powerful way to overcome fear and self-doubt is to focus on your strengths and past achievements. Reflect on the challenges you've already overcome and the times you've succeeded against the odds. These experiences are proof that you have the resilience and ability to face whatever comes your way. Remind yourself of these victories whenever fear and self-doubt try to take hold. It's also important to challenge the negative beliefs that fuel your fear and self-doubt. Ask yourself, is this thought true? Is there evidence to support it more often than not? You'll find that these beliefs are based on assumptions, not facts. Replace them with affirmations that reflect your strengths and potential. For example, instead of saying, I'm not good enough, tell yourself, I have everything I need to succeed. Surrounding yourself with supportive people is another key to overcoming fear and self-doubt. The right people will lift you up, remind you of your worth, and encourage you to keep going. Seek out mentors, friends, and loved ones who believe in you and your dreams. Their support can make all the difference when you're feeling unsure of yourself. Visualization is a powerful tool to combat fear and self-doubt. Picture yourself succeeding, achieving your goals, and living the life you want. See yourself overcoming obstacles and thriving in situations that once intimidated you.
Visualization helps your brain create a roadmap for success, making it easier to take action when the time comes.
It's also essential to reframe your perspective on failure. Fear of failure is one of the biggest reasons people hold themselves back. But failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of it. Every failure is a lesson, a stepping stone that brings you closer to your goals. When you stop seeing failure as something to fear and start seeing it as an opportunity to grow, you take away its power over you. Lastly, practice self-compassion. Fear and self-doubt can be overwhelming, but being hard on yourself only makes things worse. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding. Recognize that you're doing your best and that it's okay to feel vulnerable. Celebrate your efforts, no matter how small, and remind yourself that progress is more important than perfection. Overcoming fear and self-doubt is a journey, not a destination. It's a process of continually challenging yourself, pushing past your limits, and proving to yourself that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. Fear and self-doubt may never disappear entirely, but you can learn to live with them without letting them control you. The more you face your fears and silence your doubts, the stronger and more confident you will become. You are stronger than your fears, you are greater than your doubts, and you have everything you need within you to achieve the greatness you deserve. The choice is yours. Will you let fear and self-doubt hold you back? Or will you rise above them and step into your full potential? The time to act is now. Setting high standards and sticking to them is a cornerstone of personal and professional excellence. High standards are not just about achieving great results, they are about committing to a mindset and way of living that reflects your values, ambitions, and potential. When you set high standards, you define the quality of work, effort, and integrity you expect from yourself. It's about deciding who you want to be and refusing to settle for anything less. Many people avoid setting high standards because they fear the pressure or the possibility of failure. But the truth is, low standards don't protect you from failure, they guarantee mediocrity. High standards challenge you to grow, to push past your limits, and to reach for something greater. They force you to demand more from yourself, even when it's uncomfortable or inconvenient. In that process, they help you unlock your true potential. To set high standards, you first need to get clear on your values and goals. What do you truly want to achieve? What kind of person do you want to be? High standards are not about perfectionism or unrealistic expectations. They are about aligning your actions with your vision for your life. When your standards are rooted in your purpose, they become a source of motivation rather than a burden. Once you've defined your standards, it's essential to hold yourself accountable to them. This means following through on your commitments even when no one else is watching. Integrity is a key part of high standards. It's about doing the right thing, even when it's hard or inconvenient. When you consistently meet your own expectations, you build trust in yourself, and that trust becomes the foundation for lasting success. Sticking to high standards often requires discipline and resilience. There will be times when it's tempting to cut corners, take the easy way out, or settle for good enough, but greatness is not built on shortcuts. It's built on consistent effort and the willingness to go above and beyond, even when it's difficult. When you hold yourself to high standards, you raise the bar for what's possible, not just for yourself, but for those around you. High standards also require you to say no to things that don't align with your goals or values. This can be challenging, especially when it involves letting go of habits, relationships, or opportunities that feel comfortable but ultimately hold you back. Sticking to your standards means making tough choices and prioritizing what truly matters. It's about recognizing that every decision you make either brings you closer to your goals or pulls you further away from them. It's important to remember that setting high standards doesn't mean being rigid or inflexible. Life is unpredictable. And there will be times when you need to adapt or adjust your plans. The key is to remain committed to the underlying principles of your standards, even as you navigate challenges and changes. Flexibility and resilience go hand in hand with high standards. One of the most powerful aspects of high standards is the impact they have on your mindset. When you expect more from yourself, you begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You start to believe in your ability to overcome challenges and achieve your goals. High standards shift your perspective, helping you focus on possibilities rather than limitations. Sticking to high standards also has a ripple effect on the people around you. When you hold yourself to a high level of excellence, you inspire others to do the same. You set an example of what's possible, showing that success is not about luck or talent, but about commitment and effort. High standards create a culture of accountability and excellence, whether in your personal life, workplace, or community. It's important to celebrate your progress and successes along the way. Sticking to high standards can be demanding, and it's easy to get caught up in striving for the next goal without acknowledging how far you've come. Taking time to recognize your achievements not only boosts your confidence, but also reinforces the value of your standards. High standards are not about comparing yourself to others or seeking external validation. They are about becoming the best version of yourself based on your own values and potential. When you set and stick to high standards, you take control of your life, shaping it into something you can be proud of. Ultimately, high standards are a declaration of self-respect and self-belief. They say, I am worthy of excellence, and I will not settle for less. They push you to grow, to stretch, and to reach for heights you might not have thought possible. And as you consistently rise to meet your own expectations, you'll find that high standards are not a burden, they are a gift. They are the path to becoming the person you were meant to be and living the life you were meant to live. Purpose is the driving force behind every great achievement and the foundation for a meaningful life. It's what gives your efforts direction, your challenges meaning, and your successes a deeper sense of fulfillment. Without purpose, even the most ambitious goals can feel hollow, and even the greatest achievements can seem fleeting. Purpose is not just about what you do, it's about why you do it. It's about understanding what truly matters to you and allowing that understanding to guide your actions and decisions every single day. Finding your purpose begins with reflection. It requires you to look inward and ask yourself the important questions: what lights a fire in your soul? What makes you feel alive, energized, and motivated? What impact do you want to have on the world? On your family or community? Your purpose is deeply personal. It's not something anyone else can define for you. It might come from a cause you care deeply about, a skill you want to develop, or a legacy you want to leave behind. For some, purpose is tied to a big, bold vision like curing a disease or building a groundbreaking business. For others, it's found in the small, everyday acts of kindness, connection, or creativity. The scale of your purpose doesn't matter. What matters is that it resonates with you, that it gives your life a sense of direction and meaning. Once you've identified your purpose, it's essential to make it your fuel. Purpose is not something you discover once and then forget about. It's something you nurture and live by. It's what keeps you going when things get tough, what reminds you why you started, and what pushes you to keep moving forward when the path gets difficult. When you anchor your actions in purpose, you gain a sense of clarity and focus that helps you cut through distractions and stay committed to your goals. Purpose also has the power to transform how you view challenges and setbacks. When you're connected to a deeper sense of why, obstacles become opportunities to learn, grow, and strengthen your resolve. Instead of being discouraged by difficulties, you see them as part of the journey toward fulfilling your purpose. This shift in perspective can make all the difference between giving up and pushing through. To make your purpose your fuel, you need to align your daily actions with your greater vision. It's not enough to have a purpose, you must live it. This means making intentional choices about how you spend your time, energy, and resources. It means prioritizing the things that bring you closer to your purpose and letting go of the things that don't. When your actions are aligned with your purpose, you create a sense of harmony and momentum that drives you forward. Purpose also gives you resilience. Life is full of ups and downs, and there will be times when you feel exhausted, discouraged, or uncertain. During those moments, your purpose acts as a steady anchor, reminding you of what you're working toward and why it matters. It's the inner voice that says, keep going. This is worth it. Purpose doesn't eliminate challenges, but it gives you the strength to face them with courage and determination. Another important aspect of purpose is that it's not static, it can evolve over time. As you grow, learn, and experience new things, your understanding of your purpose may deepen or shift. This is natural and should be embraced. The key is to stay connected to what feels authentic and meaningful to you in each phase of your life. Purpose is not a destination, it's a journey. And it will grow with you as you continue to pursue it. Surrounding yourself with like-minded people can also help fuel your purpose. When you connect with others who share your vision or values, you create a sense of community and support that amplifies your efforts. These relationships can provide encouragement, inspiration, and accountability, helping you stay true to your purpose even when the road gets tough. Purpose is also a source of joy and fulfillment. When you're living in alignment with your purpose, you feel a sense of satisfaction that goes beyond external success or recognition. You wake up each day knowing that your efforts matter, that you're contributing to something bigger than yourself. This sense of fulfillment can sustain you through even the most challenging times, giving you a reason to keep striving, growing, and giving your best. Making your purpose your fuel requires consistency and commitment. It's not something you do occasionally or when it's convenient. It's a way of life. It's about showing up every day with intention, passion, and dedication. It's about letting your purpose guide your decisions, shape your priorities, and inspire your actions. And it's about staying true to that purpose, even when the journey is long and the rewards are not immediate. Ultimately, finding and living your purpose is one of the most powerful ways to create a life of meaning, impact, and greatness. It's what turns ordinary efforts into extraordinary achievements, what transforms setbacks into stepping stones, and what makes every moment of your journey worthwhile. Your purpose is your compass, your fuel, and your greatest source of strength. When you make it the driving force behind everything you do, there are no limits to what you can achieve. Here's the truth, my friends, every single one of you has the potential for greatness. But potential is meaningless without action. It's time to close the gap between who you are and who you're meant to be. Push yourself. Push past the excuses, the fear, the discomfort, and the doubt. Push past the voices that tell you to settle, to quit, to play small. Push yourself into greatness because the world needs your brilliance, your passion, and your purpose. You were not born to be average. You were born to be extraordinary. But greatness isn't something you wait for, it's something you fight for. So go out there and make it happen.